Yay, it's working. Just double check a few things here and then we'll get started here with Super Mario RPG, one of my all-time favorites. Everything appears to be working as expected. Maybe. Come on, you can do it. Alright. Well, since my face seems to be where it should be, come on, you can do it. Maybe. We'll just get started. Alright. I'm playing the virtual console version of the game because I can't seem to find the proper configuration to get my Super Nintendo working on stream. I'm playing the virtual console version of the game. Looks to be working okay. Just let the intro play on here, because probably the shortest setup for an RPG opening ever. Okay. That's a good thing. Let's just get started here. This game released back in, I think it was 1993 or so. Go with the classic here. And it was actually the first RPG that I ever played. Probably the reason that I fell in love with RPGs, or later JRPGs, really. Let's see how much of this I can remember. Take a screenshot of my screen when I'm doing it like this, because I have so many freaking gauges all over the place. And meanwhile, I've got this tiny little preview screen of what's actually going on that I'm trying to base my quality off of. Hopefully this is looking okay. So I can see the chat. Alright. Like I said, very little setup. Just lets you get straight into it. I don't think there's even a tutorial at this point in the game. It sort of lets you figure it out for yourself. Which is odd, because there is a tutorial later on, once we get through this little prologue here. Not even gaining experience or anything at this point. It's just sort of an introduction to gameplay. I remember, how old was I? I was probably 93. No, it wasn't 93. Maybe 97. I don't remember. I was probably about 10 and 12 years old. I was and am a huge fan of anything Mario. So I remember this was sort of it was an automatic buy. Basically just because it had Mario on the cover. I remember getting home and turning it on, being very confused by what was going on. Because there's nothing traditional about the game. There's no traditional Mario gameplay in this other than maybe when you're on the in-between world maps. Why you have to use Y for all the special attacks and X for all the items and A for regular attacks. It takes a little getting used to, the dialogue to you guys. Not really my thing. I'm gonna give you guys enough credit that you can read it yourself. We have sort of a very traditional opening where Princess has been captured by Bowser, Mario goes to save her, and then throw away anything that you knew about Mario because you got a new villain in town. Basically what this is getting at. A lovely world map that we'll get used to seeing. Apparently Mario and Toad still had some sort of date sleepover thing. There's a cool little bit of fourth wall breaking that happens in this game, because Mario doesn't speak, so he's like the traditional JRPG silent protagonist type thing. He does have some gestures that he makes, and that's how he communicates with people. We're about to see right now. I'm gonna go see if we can find Peach. This is the world map. Pretty nice in that it's divided up into the little areas that you explore. Alright, so basically our path, Mario's path is cut off by the giant sword thing that's apparently linked to the Smithy gang. It is completely new to the Mario universe. Mushroom Kingdom, I guess I should say. As you can see there, Mario basically communicates with everybody through charades throughout this entire game. There was a hidden box over there. How to use items. Code will eventually ask me if I knew how to fight things, if I know how to fight things. That's basically the opening to the game. Now we're sort of left to our own devices and where we want to... Well, not where we want to go, but... basically to find our way to... I don't remember the name of the town, he just said it. But we're gonna cut through Mushroom Way here. I'm just gonna pull up the stream on my phone here too, so I can make sure that this is smooth. A whole lot going on compared to other JRPGs. There's very minimal equipment management and all that. On top of that, there's actually very little need to actually do any grinding in this game. At least from memory, I don't remember having to go back to any point in the game to grind at all. You're pretty well off in just being able to progress at a comfortable rate. Basically, you're always on something. You're very rarely ever given much time to go on any side quests. Though there are a few, I'll do my best to remember where they are. I've played this game so many freaking times that I probably won't need to look anything up. We'll see how we do. Flowers in this game basically act as your magic points, a shared pool by all of your party members. You raise the level basically by collecting flower tabs and flower petals. That's what I just did there. I used the flower tab that he just gave me to back up my flower points. I see that there's a hidden box around here somewhere. That is our first boss battle of the game. I'm going to try and gain at least one level here so I can show you what the level up screen looks like. So we'll add in our power against the Hammer Brothers. To die on the boss of the game here. One more and I think we should be okay. Mechanic in this game also is there's in-battle helper items that crop up when you defeat an enemy. Like you saw right there, I just got an attack up power-up. I think there's also restoratives that crop up every so often. Alright. Bear with me for a second. Did not go as planned. Stop talking. We're gonna pay attention here. This time, I'm going to go with my full health. I should probably actually gain a level. Forgot that there was 2 of them. Round 2. I'm gonna level up. I guess that means I actually have to fight some stuff, right? Apparently that might have had something to do with my boss. When you level up, you get the option of powering up either your attack power, your HP, or your special. I usually, for Mario, I think I usually do power and HP. I'm probably gonna go with HP at this point because I'd rather not die a second time in a row. For your power points, magic points, whatever. Something goes drastically wrong again. get a freebie? I actually thought get a freebie thing actually replenishes the item. You just so get a freebie. Pretty self-explanatory. That's the bigger equivalent of the flower tab that I just got. I think it gives me 3 flower points instead of 1. No, it's just called the Mushroom Kingdom. So, stops in this game are pretty well marked. The Starman is the inn. You can save and sleep and whatnot. Item shop is the mushroom. I'm gonna save since we just defeated Hammer Brothers pretty handily. Not gonna rest. I think I get a free stay after I go talk to the answer here. That was the quick and dirty charades version of what just happened. called Mallow. Party I don't think I've ever said no to him before, but pretty sure you can't. This is the only way that the story progresses. Alright. Go hit up the item shop and then we will go find that dastardly reptile. They'll pick me up as the Mario World equivalent of Phoenix Down. Grab more than one of those. Now we should be all set and ready to go chase down. I don't remember his name, was it Croc or something like that? Rocco, that was close. Very aptly named Bandit's Way. We're gonna have ourselves a little chase here. Really quick. Now it tends to be a little squishy. platforming here. Best game that you can play if you ever wanted to learn names of Mario enemies. Although, of course, later on in the game, we're going to start encountering a handful, not too many, of palette swaps, which I don't think show up where you recognize the colors of them. I'm pretty sure that the names are accurate to what they actually are. For example, I'm going to encounter a green version of these spikies at some point. Alrighty, second boss battle. He is a little more difficult. Well, not sure I can speak because I died on the first boss, but he's a little more difficult because it has a little more variance. Usually make Mallow defend because he seems to target him mercilessly. Conveniently, this game also offers you the chance to springboard back entrance. In some cases, it actually brings you all the way back to the world map, too. Mighty convenient and not something you often find in an RPG. Accessory for Mario and replace my I got all at this point. Probably was taking a nap quick. Okay, I have plenty to do so. Kid in the corner over there eventually lets you play. It's like a version of Space Invaders. I'm going to show you these guys. but I just gonna make sure my HP is topped up before we go inside, because there's another boss waiting for us. Probably save also. Golden rule of RPGs, save early and save often. If Mallow wasn't such a bitch. Guys embarrassing. Game that I've played probably dozens of times. Down here. Flower power. Alright, we can. Those double digits, I wasn't gonna bother. Maybe I can one-shot this crew. sleep and then we'll go again. Let's try that again. Alright, round 2. this is where the whole subtitle comes from. 7 stars. We'll find out why those are important later. Ready. Cricket pie. Useless one. Sewers have called rat finks or something like that. They can poison. Alright. Next area. Save it. Like how this game doesn't introduce you to anything or give you a tutorial on anything until after you've already done it. I just came down a pipe to get into this place, and now they're going to tell me how to do it. Those guys use some sort of poison ability, I think. whatsoever, but they have a lot of HP. Oops. They call it a Pandora. Jar and the true form pin were our rewards for that prolonged fight. I think the true form pin prevents that that fear status. Oh, actually, alright. That on Mario is the next boss that we're gonna fight. Uses a scarecrow status effect, and I like to have Mario around just because he has more HP and hit harder. You can still cast spells when you're in scarecrow form. defense also, which is nice. Need some HP, kid. This is the pipe I was looking for the detour there. This is what we were looking for. Right now we're gonna encounter one of the game's first mini games. tutorial just because I can't remember which button does what. Is usually to pick up as many of the frog ones as I this last one, see if we get Knock-knock shell is another weapon type for Mario. He gets hammers, shells, and gloves. Shells are actually kind of cool because he kicks them at enemies. Less than useless now. More than useless. Say that's part of a side quest. Off the top of my head, I can't remember the song, so I'm not gonna be able to do it right now. Gotta be careful with these little dudes, they'll steal money from does clear up after battle, so. I don't know what was over here. Meanwhile... This toy has a bazooka in it. Dino's definitely probably my favorite character. Although he often doesn't make it into my final party, because he's a little bit of a glass cannon. Yes, I know there is the armor that comes later on that reduces all damage to 1, but I usually stick that on Peach so that I have constant heals. And effectively, I could probably use him as my 3rd. But I don't know. I like going with the classic trio. Give away who it is, in case you haven't ever played this game before. Pick up Super Mario RPG to play. We'll pick up from here and go into the Forbidden Forest, chase after Dino. Continue the story from there. But that should do it. Sorry, I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I should do before I call it here. I don't think there's much to do in town. Not even sure that there's an item shop, so I'll just leave it here. Thank you for tuning in if there is anybody out there watching live with me. Otherwise, this will be over on YouTube probably tomorrow, once it gets all nice and processed here on Twitch. I'll export it over to YouTube. If you do care to follow me here on Twitch, I'm broadcasting pretty regularly these days. I have the schedule posted on my channel, but in case you're not looking at that at the moment, I typically broadcast Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 4:45 Eastern Time. That's my scheduled days, and Tuesdays and Thursdays I typically use for bonus time, which is what today was, and that's also why I'm not playing Diablo today. Diablo is typically what I've been streaming on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Pretty far along in there. I just got to Act 5 yesterday. That's the new content in Reaper of Souls, which is the expansion for the original Diablo 3. So yeah, keep an eye out. Also, if you ever are curious of when I might be streaming or what I'm streaming, you can follow me over on Twitter. I'm pretty active on there throughout the day, and I usually throw out a little preview tweet for what'll be happening later in the day. So again, thank you. Appreciate you watching, and I'll see y'all later.